Motivation Tuesday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Back to the gym. Let's do it, okay? Today we're talking about one of my favorite principles in life and training. Perfect is the enemy of good. All right? It's really easy to get stuck in the planning phase. You know what I'm talking about. Reading more articles, scrolling, watching more videos, writing out the perfect plan. It feels productive, doesn't it? Oh, yes, it does. It feels nice and productive because you're moving. You're doing something. You're being stimulated. But you're not really taking action when you're scrolling or watching something, right? There's a huge difference between motion and action. One sec, testing the stream here, sorry. Wait for it, coach. Excuse me, boys. I think I had a volume issue. Did we fix it? Can you hear me now? I think I had a volume issue. Okay, we're good. Did we fix it? Yeah, we did. Okay. All right, so what we're saying is it's really easy to get stuck in the planning phase. You know what I'm talking about. You're reading more articles, you're watching videos, you're writing out what the perfect plan is. You're spending all of this time, right? Thinking about it, locking it in, checking the boxes, watching videos about it, learning more. You're writing it all out. It feels productive. You're moving in the right direction, but you're not really acting. There's a difference between motion and action. Motion is useful. It keeps you in the game, but it also lets you avoid the risk of failure, right? You can play forever and you can still never ship the thing. You can, whether it's a business, a book, or your own body, action is where the risk is. But it's also where the result lives. I see this all the time with busy dads I coach. They know exactly what to do. Eat protein, move more, sleep better, stay consistent, but they get stuck in the motion. They research new plans. Oh, did you see so-and-so made a new plan? Oh boy. Buy the new equipment. Oh, look at this new stretchy band. Huh. Say they'll start on Monday. I'm just gonna enjoy the weekend, you know what I mean? Yeah, because that's all start Monday. Yeah, because go. Oh, let's have some instant gratification. And Monday, well, it never comes, does it? No, it doesn't. Why? Because they want it to be perfect. Before they begin, it's gotta be perfect, right? Well, guess what? It's never perfect. Wake up. It's never perfect. Stop waiting for perfect. Stop planning for perfect. Your kids will still get sick. Work will still explode. You'll still miss a meal or a workout, but if you can learn to act, you can learn to take action no matter what, to just show up today and do the thing imperfectly, you will start to win. Study. Steady progress is better than no progress at all. And that's why we're here today, to practice doing, not planning. We're going to get some squats in today, some Zercher squats, okay? We're going to get the work done to get our reps in and build some muscle. Hypertrophy training is the embodiment of this idea. Oh, I love it. It's not about going max weight for one heroic rep. It's about the grind, the rep after rep, the uncomfortable rep after rep, the pain, the uncertainty. Set after set, steady pressure until the growth shows up. We're going to start with squats because nothing teaches like discipline, like a barbell, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not true. But all jokes aside, okay, we're going to be squatting. Then we'll do some accessory work with some split squats, lunges, variations. This stuff that makes your legs quake, that's what we're going to be getting into, okay? And today isn't about the ego, okay? It's not about getting a PR. We're not trying to break world records here. We're trying to get better. We're showing up and doing the work. We're trying to practice, because practicing over and over again will get you somewhere. Way better place than you are now, right? Showing up and doing the work. Think of this as a rehearsal for life. Every rep you do in here is teaching your brain to act instead of just think. Every rep. Yeah, you can say, oh, he's kind of full of himself, isn't he? Like every rep, yeah, okay. One bicep curl, one press. No, seriously. Take it seriously. Stop messing around. Every set is you overriding that voice that says, I'll wait until I feel ready. You feel your feelings? Feeling ready? Who cares about your feelings? Your feelings cannot dictate your life. Are you going to let your feelings dictate your life? Oh, I don't feel like it today. Oh, too bad. It's go time. You got a program, it says do 10 to 12. Well, you better shoot for 12 and you better get it done. Because that's where you can't cheat. You can't cheat yourself out of what you wrote down. You cannot cheat yourself out of what you did yesterday was just a little under and today you do a little better. You cannot cheat that. You can't. If you show up every day, you can't cheat it. And then you'll be like, oh wait, I'm never ready. And that's okay. I do good when I'm not ready. I don't need to be perfect. I do good enough when I'm not ready because I show up and I do the work. The weight never feels light enough. You know what I mean? The timing never feels right. But if you can act anyway, you start stacking proof. And this proof is what builds character. It builds your value system that you can stand up to a test of time and say, I show up. And the proof builds the belief in yourself that you can wake up and do it by showing up. And it's not like you can do everything all rainbows and butterflies. That's ridiculous. But as you keep showing up, you will do more. And you will break limiting beliefs in your mind that exist today. They will not exist from a year from now if you keep putting in the work. Or they will exist in a lesser form. They will be weaker. And you will be stronger. So if you're tuning in today, don't worry about doing it perfect. Perfect is ridiculous. Perfect is for fools. Just join in with the squats today. Do a bodyweight squat with me. Do a barbell squat. Do a kettlebell squat. If you've got only 20 minutes, great. That's all you need. Stop doing 2-hour workouts. It's a waste of your time. Do one movement with me because every rep you do is a real decision to move from motion to action. And that's where your transformation really starts. All right, grab your water. Let's go. Come on. Man, I'm pumped now. Ooh, I like that. Dude, I'm liking these little pump up articles I got going on. You like that? Every week on Friday I shoot these out to people on my email list, okay? For free. Yo, everybody, sorry I missed chat. I was on one there, yo. All right. Akil, what's up? Jenna, what's up? Regards from the UK. Aiden, how we doing? Aiden, what's up? What about the third leg? The third leg, who we got? Yeah. If I had three legs, we got big quads. Mahid, what's up? Samrat, how are you doing? Come on in. All right. Okay. I got to warm up the little leggies. I'm going to warm up the little leggies, and then we're going to get after it, okay? Putting on some shoes might help, eh? Huh? 1 rep makes a big difference. That's right, Samrat. 1 rep. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Because if you can do one, you can do one more. How many more? One more. How many more? One more. That's right. Let's go. Dude, I think I'm finding a sweet spot. Right? So I can read the Friday, what do you want to call it? I'll read my monologue. I'll give you a monologue before we work out. Gets that mind going, gets that pump up going. Ooh, get loose like this. Warm up, and then we hit the hard stuff. Then we do the hard work, right? That's right, baby. Ooh. Cameraman. Oh. Oh yeah. All right. Let's rock and roll, baby. Ain't no thing but to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we'll start with some kettlebells to warm up. And then we'll start with the bar after I load some weight on there. After I put some heavy ass weight on there, you know what I'm saying? Woo! So, what's y'all doing today? Anybody get their workout in already? Get that workout in? Mm-hmm. Grabbing the kettlebells. Please hold. Please hold. All right, let's do this thing, baby. All right, be honest, who skipped their workout yesterday? But who's going to get it in today? Come on, raise your hand. Oh. Oh, yeah. We're going to like that. I'm starting to feel that accumulated fatigue of the legs from last week. Did some, what do we do? Was that yesterday? Yeah, did a lot of swimming this week too. Took the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. It was really fun. Had a good time. Okay, heart rate's up. Body's a little warm. We hit the muscle groups that we're going to work with the same pattern or similar pattern. We did our body resets and breaths to start. I need to come up with a better word than a reset, but we'll just stick with that for now. Yo, Samir, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, man. We're gonna start our first working set. How's your day going? Did you get your workout in already? What is it, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock where you're at? baby. All right, first set done. We went up. I wish I could. Maybe soon I'll start workout, bro. You can't afford? Dude, you got body weight. You got body weight, right? Just give me some of these. Just give me some of these, man. And then give me some of these push-ups right here. You don't need a gym membership. Come on now. That's an excuse, Samir. Calling you out, brother. Whew. All right, my body temperature's already warmed up. Take this off. Whew. Oh, don't want to lose you. There we go. Whee. There we go. All right. Another 20 seconds. Diet. Are you on a diet or you need to diet? 6 feet, 95 kilograms, sir. Why is it hard to consume protein? Sounds like another excuse, Samir. What you talking about? Hard to consume protein. What's hard about it? Tell me what's hard about it and we'll fix it right now, live. All right, second set. Ain't nobody can do a Zercher squat without feeling like a real man, I'm telling you right now. Ooh, let's go. That's for the ladies too. All right. Woo. I bent over a little there. We got to fix that. There we go. Yeah, come on. Oh. Oh. Didn't want to do that last one, I'll tell you that. Let's go. Come on, Samir, I'm waiting. Oh, here we go. 14,000 Indian rupees, son. I got 2,000 Indian rupees. Okay. I don't understand what your budget has to do with doing body weight squats and push-ups. I'm not telling you to go buy a gym membership. Do you walk a lot? Do you do something for movement? Do you run? Do you bike? Do you lift heavy things all day? What do you do? Sounds like you need to buy some Bitcoin too. Turn that 2,000 into a 4,000. You walk? Okay, good. So you're getting something in. All right. Yeah, it doesn't have to be weights. It's about getting movement in, you know what I mean? It's about doing something for your body that's exercise. It rewires your brain, melts a little fat. That's what it's about. Yo, Taylor. She's back. Welcome back, Taylor. How are you? Did you have a good weekend? I know it's Tuesday, but I took yesterday off with the family, so. All right, let's get it. That way, baby. Let's go. Taylor, did you get your workout in? Just get that long ride to work. ride, walk, I meant. You haven't any idea Are you asking how can you convert your rupees to USD or the British pound? Yeah, dude. You have a cell phone, all right? That's what you're watching on right now. Here's a couple apps you can do it on. Every day, let's go. They need to be insured, yeah. Just like J-Lo's rear end, right? Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You working today? Or did you come off work already? All right, we got one more set. I'd like to take a longer rest, but I don't need it, so let's shake off these quads and get to work. Whew. Flying by. Samir, I don't understand your question. I'm not following you. I thought we were talking about working out. I did say Bitcoin, but maybe that threw you off. All I'm saying is how much you earn. Yeah, I'm gonna dying over here. How much you earn has nothing to do with getting moving every day, doing something. Taylor is a walker over here. I don't know if she necessarily loves doing it, but she gets her steps in, that's for sure. Getting that movement, it's what your body needs for your mind and body. And hey, if you burn a little fat at the same time, so be it. All right, that's 4. Quads are shaking. Now let's see if we can get me to cry live by doing some reverse lunges. A little bit of a step there. Whew. All right. So for me, because of the way my hips are oriented, my right hip is on an oblique like this, typically. So getting my right foot forward can be very helpful, but it just punishes my glute like nobody's business on my right side. So I'm gonna start with my right because that's the weaker side, even though it's not, but hopefully you understand. Oh my gosh. Haven't done true hypertrophy work in over a year. Just been maintaining all year. I feel like a sissy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely feeling like a little sissy. That's okay. We're going to do it anyways. She hates it. but no lie. It has helped me immensely. Heck yeah, that's what I love to hear. Come on, Taylor, right there. I'm going to screenshot that. You're going to be on a post. There we go. Don't worry, you'll be on a post somewhere. Sorry, not sorry. Seriously though, it's so helpful. Like, so many, I need to be doing my next set, sorry. So many people are missing out thinking they have to do all these complicated exercises, never been to the gym before, scared of the gym, don't want to get judged, but then they're just sitting on their couch, they could be walking, or like you, walking to work. Come on.
It's not about competing with others, it's about competing with yourself. Oh, Lord, help me. Oh, 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 oh yeah. Oh yeah, we like that. So I'm gonna mess around. Tomorrow I go to Portland, Oregon, my stomping grounds where I grew up. And I'm gonna go to Olympic National Park to do some hiking and exploring with my dad. Some good hikes up there. So I'm gonna try to bring my phone, obviously, and a mic, and get some cool footage out there. So if I have good service, I'll do it live. But if I don't, I'll be posting. But if you want to see more regular posts, Twitter or X, excuse me, and Instagram is probably the best place to find me. I'm trying to start posting more on YouTube. It's just kind of, it just doesn't feel like it does somewhere else. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but anyways. But really, get a hold of me on the emails. That's the best way. That's where I pay attention to all my clients. Also, great thing about walking every day, if you sleep, ooh, yeah, you definitely sleep like a baby. Yo, Addison, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, that's so true. Like, not moving all day, and then people have insomnia. It's like, well, you know, or insomnia, whatever they want to call it, but it's like, did you get any movement for the day? You got to tire yourself out a little bit. How about you? I'm good. I'm actually excellent. I was not excellent 2 hours ago, let me tell you. I took NyQuil, which I don't like doing, because I felt like I was at this this kid German infused lodge, and everybody was sniffling and all this stuff, and I felt something coming on, so I'm like, I'm gonna risk it, take the NyQuil. But I woke up feeling like trash. I don't get the right sleep with NyQuil, you know what I mean? But hey, I feel great. We're punishing the legs now. Oh, have a little bit of caffeine. Oh, my drug of choice. Oh, feeling tip top. And hey, you and Taylor are here, so it's even better. And Samir, of course. But hey, did you get your workout today, Addison? Huh? Were you going to get your workout? Is it planned? All right, that was my left leg, right? I'm losing track. I got workout brain already. All right. Yeah, it was. Whew. All right. So when you do left to right, you don't really need much of a rest in between because the leg was kind of resting. Unless you're doing weighted. If you're doing weighted, that's totally different. Sometimes you take a full rest in between, depending on how advanced you are. It's funny because I've been maintaining for so long that I feel like I dropped down to like a little baby muscle. It's kind of a weird feeling. I don't like it, if I'm being fully transparent about it. But I really have more conviction now instead of being Mr. Strongman Know-It-All. Yeah, you did? Let's go. Let's go. What did you do? You want to share with us? Yeah. So Taylor, Addison, what do you guys got going on today? Tell me what's popping in your life. What are you looking forward to? Or what sucks and we can commiserate together. Yeah. Stay upright. Stay upright, girly man. No offense, ladies. Oh, yeah, we're gonna feel that today. Would you ever do a video for good leg stretches? Because that's the one problem I have. Yeah, after walking when I get home now. Yeah, for sure. Super sore, I hear you. So, okay, stretching, I might have a little different. This is my rest period now. I did 3 sets, so I'm good. We'll definitely do something like that. Stretching is one of those tricky things where I have a lot of clients that are like, my muscles are really tight, Zach. like, okay, well, let's see. So we do a couple muscle length tests, right? Because if they're really tight, then they shouldn't be able to go really long, right? They shouldn't be able to stretch very long. Well, you know, a lot of people with tight hamstrings, they'll be like, oh, I'm so tight in my hamstrings. But then when I say, hey, well, can you show me how far you can touch the floor? And you know, if your hamstrings are tight, they're gonna restrict you here-ish, somewhere in here. But all of them just go like, they just touch the floor. Or I should say most of them. And so what happens is the neurological signals that you're receiving from the muscles, okay, can be tricky. Because they're sending a signal and you're interpreting a signal and you're saying, it feels tight. Well, what feels tight can also be, I need my handy dandy bandy. Oh my gosh, my legs. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm gonna be crying about these all day. Okay. If you got the part of your hamstring that's connected to your hips, part of the hamstring is connected down here by the knee, okay? And if it's super tight, right, then it's not long, it's short. It's actually really short. It'd be really tight, right? So it's pulling you. I'm going to read your comment in a second. Keep asking questions on this, okay? Tell me if I'm not making sense. Okay, so it's really tight. And really you're like, I'm going to stretch it so it gets longer, right, between my hands. It gets longer, gets longer. Ooh, that feels good, Zach. Oh, yes, it does. But if you can touch the floor, for instance, for your hamstring, just an example, right, then it's definitely not tight, because if it was tight, you would be restricted on your range of motion and would not be able to touch the floor with your hands. But most people that I asked to do that can. So it tells us that your muscle's actually really long and it's being pulled on the points of insertion so hard and so much that it feels, the sensation that you're interpreting feels like they need to be stretched more. And then you go, and what do? You go stretch more. And then you stretch it more. Neurologically, feels good. But in reality, sometimes you're stretching it even more and you're causing a bigger issue. So to say that everybody should stretch, it's not really true, because we're all different and we all have been doing different things. If you're Taylor and you're walking tons of miles every single day, maybe you should stretch, maybe you shouldn't. It depends on Taylor's physical limitations or mobilities, for lack of a better, I didn't say that right, but it depends on Taylor's ability to move. So she might be not restricted in the hamstring at all, and she actually has something going on here in the front, and that's giving her that sensation of a tight quad, or somebody will say a TFL, or quadratus lumbaris, like whatever it is, a QL. But those sensations can be a little tricky, especially as we interpret them. Now, I've been doing this for, 20 years now, okay? And I get all sorts of sensations. And even though I have so much experience, and I have so much book knowledge, and so much experience with clients, I still get sensations, and I'm like, that feels like I'm tight. But then I realize, wait a second, I'm not tight at all. I'm actually really, really lengthened, okay? So it really just depends, Taylor. So that's why I would say, if I was just going to give you a stretching video for legs, it'd be me serving you poorly, right? So it really depends on you. But there's definitely some things I can show you, some self-tests you can do at home as well to figure out what would be best for you and what you should or shouldn't stretch more of, if that makes sense. Addison got push-ups, sit-ups, leg stretch. Let's go. Is that your go-to workout, Addison? I like that. I like that. I was a gymnast. Yeah, okay, Taylor, you're a gymnast. Here we go. Okay. So you really got to be careful with the stretching thing, because you're already extremely flexible, right? I never stretch, so it can't be good. Yeah, see, it can't be good. That statement, I don't agree with. I don't, because it depends. It really, really depends. But most gymnasts, right, that are flexible, which is most gymnasts, if you're already very flexible and you're getting a signal that tells you to stretch more, it's probably not accurate. There's probably something else going on. And usually that is some sort of limitation on the front or back side of your body. And depending on what's really going on, you're going to get that sensation of, ooh, and it might even feel good to stretch. I'm not saying it doesn't feel good. It does feel good to stretch, right? But it could be connected to his, oh yeah, everything's connected to your feet. 100% it makes sense. Everything is connected to our feet, actually. And what I mean by that is this is not See, this is where textbooks really go wrong, okay? Textbooks, you read any textbook, physical therapy textbook, massage textbook, physiologist, doctor's textbooks, all of these textbooks, guess what? They're based off dead guys. They will show you anatomy of a dead person. So guess what? You're like, okay, I'm kind of following you, Zach. If they're based off a dead person, we're alive. What's different about us, okay? We got the same bones and muscles for the most part, right? Okay, I'm with you there. But what we don't have, or what we do have that a dead guy doesn't, is we have water and air and other fluids in our body that help us move, right? And so the foot, you got to go. All right, Addison, have a great day, Addison. So what's really important is the foot touching the ground, that's how we move. We put force into the ground, and then we move, right? Whether you're jumping or walking or running or biking, it doesn't matter. Sashma, what's up? So, back to my, before I get lost here, I don't know if you remember, of course I remember you, Sashma. Welcome back. How are you? Never thought a comparison to a dead person would make sense. Hey, I'm making sense? Awesome, thank you. Again, I want to make sure that I'm making sense. So if I'm not, or I'm saying something that doesn't quite click, tell me, because I don't care about being right. I just care about explaining my point of view, and then you can make your own decision based off of what I'm explaining, okay? But ultimately, right, we got air and water moving around, right? And that's what helps us move. That's pressure. It's like pistons, okay? Where'd my water bottle go? Water bottle analogy. We're back. But do you? Yeah, I do, of course, okay? We're basically like a piston, like a water bottle. It's not really a piston, but you'll get the analogy, okay? So there's air in there right now, right? When I cap this off, guess what? The air can't go anywhere, right? It can only go in the little wave patches. I got a little loose here, okay? A little loose is like our nose, our ear, our mouth, right? You get it? A little loose, I can manipulate it a little bit, okay? Hopefully that's not too loud. So if all the water's down here and all the air is up here, it's not going to be a lot of movement. So guess what? I got to squeeze the bottom, and then when the water moves, and the air moves as well. And in this case, the air is going out, okay? So guess what happens when you walk? And you push into the ground? Air goes out, huh? Okay? So this is a really simplistic way of talking about human movement, but it helps to visualize, right? And so that's why everything does start with your foot, because the foot is what touches the ground first, right? Or else we would just be dead on the ground and it wouldn't matter, okay? So this greatly impacts the way you or someone else, I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing anything, but to diagnose or test an issue, or for what I do with my clients, right? We test and retest. So I test where they're at, and then I make some theories about it, and then we do exercises, and then we see if my theory was right, and then we retest, did we get a advantageous outcome, or did we not? And then I change based off that, right? And so that's all that really is happening here. Very simplistic, but that's really what's happening with human bodies. We just can't see it. It's all in our ribs and our hips and our other places too. But we're essentially like a worm standing up straight like this, but we're pistons going up and down that have arms and legs. And that makes it more complex, obviously. We're not like as simple as worms, but that's part how we move. So it's not all about the muscles, and that's why people are like, I just got to stretch everything and I'm going to be better. It's not as simple as that. I wish it were, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to catch up on questions. Taylor likes my comparison to a dead guy. I just got into my hot tub, and that really helps. Is that okay? Yes. That's a great idea. I wish I had a hot tub here. One of the best things I ever heard about hot tubs was, like, if you want to get things done that you don't want to do, like calling the IRS or doing some insurance work or something on the phone, or like even sales calls, right? Go to somewhere that feels great. Like go to a park or go to a hot tub and do all your calls in a hot tub, because you're going to feel great when you're in a hot tub, and then you're going to get your work done at the same time. Not that you always need to be working in a hot tub, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, enjoy your hot tub, Taylor. Oh, my face. Isn't that crazy? Thank you for asking about it, Sashma. Isn't that crazy? This might scar, we'll see, but you can barely tell something happened here, and there's a little mark right there. Isn't that crazy? The human body's awesome. I was kind of hoping for some badass scar right here, just be like, yeah, I fought in the War of 1812, brother. Thanks for asking, though, Sashma. I appreciate it. So squeeze my bottom like a water bottle. yeah. That's basically what I was saying. Yes, just keep squeezing the bottom, and all your problems will go away. Yeah, that's essentially it. Do glute bridges, and the world will be a better place. Yeah. No. Oh, to help your muscles. Oh, good. I'm not in a. Oh. I thought you were chill. I'm gonna get in a hot tub. Is that okay? Yeah. No. That definitely can help, because what's really going on there too. And again, hot, cold. There's differentiation there, but getting in the hot tub, right, is going to generate more of that blood flow. It's going to stimulate those blood vessels to get big and juicy, and that'll help recovery in those areas as well. And then you could just do some simple, movements and exercises and get some stretches in if it feels good. I would go based off how you feel, but that should help a lot, yes. But if you're having consistent issues with being tight from walking to and from work like you are, I would say you should talk to somebody about it if it's becoming an issue, because it's just going to restrict you more over time, because it sounds like it's a little bit of a chronic thing. And if you've tried stretching, it's probably not going to it's not helping, it's not going to probably do it, right? A new stretch there's not like a stretch out there that's magical. If you just do the typical like hamstring quad stretches and you're like, this doesn't really do anything, I would say it's probably not a stretching issue, it's a body position issue. And if you can get your body in a better position to move better, then you're probably going to feel better. And that might be a little bit of a warm-up before you go to work, or a little bit of a warm-up before you walk home. Again, it gets really, I could go into depth about this, but I don't want to bore you to death, or I don't know your body exactly, so I can't really speak to it as better. I hope that helps. I don't know. There's only so much I can do on a live stream, right? Hey, we got a follower. You're finally following now? So YouTube told you I was back on? That's crazy. What about shins? My poor shins. Oh, yeah. Should I just ice the... Yeah, that's also common with gymnasts, too. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, Taylor. See, it's all attached to position and body. You hear that siren? It's like a hurricane siren. All right. It's all attached to your movement, right? So it sounds like you have some restrictions, and the total volume that you're walking is enough for some of those things to flare up, and it's more than soreness. It's causing specific issues to specific areas or muscles in your body that's causing you some pain, or at least pain that lingers for more than a day. And I would say that's probably just a positional issue, and it's something you could easily change just by getting into a little better of a position. Oh, Toronto's awesome. Yeah, it flares up worse. Yeah, so there has something to do with the cold. Yeah, that's super common as well, right? 100%. So yeah, hot tub would help for sure with that in the wintertime, right? No doubt. I wish I could say more, but again, it's such a broad topic. Like for instance, shin stuff, right? It's very connected to your foot, obviously, but it's probably having to do with the volume. So on your day off, if you're feeling good, what I would try to do is, I can't remember how many miles you said. It was a lot of miles you do. I would cut your mileage on like your day off down to like, I would cut it in 4/5. So if you were doing 10 miles, I would do 2 miles max on your day off, and like just wherever you want to go for fun. And then come back home and then see how you do, see how you feel. And if you feel fine, then my theory of it's the total volume that you're doing is causing some more of the issues. Then you know it's more likely a positional issue that you can easily do some exercises around to get yourself into a better position. And it's not something you need to go see a physical therapist about, probably, But again, I'm just like throwing some, like if you're my best friend in town, I'd just throwing you some bones to start with. Obviously, I'd say just come into the gym and I'd help you out. But you know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it is. All right, one last question. Do you think those shin compression sleeves work? I've seen them, but my trainer friend says they're total trash. Yeah, 100%. The shin stuff, right? The biggest thing they do is placebo effect. That's basically it. They can cause a little bit of compression on the area. And again, depending on what kind of person you are, what you're more biased to in your human movement, that compression can make you feel better. So 2 things are true, is the compression can help a little bit because it's compressing that area and making it more stable, but it's a short-term fix and it won't last, because once your body gets used to that compression, it'll just go away. And that's why most people that wear those, after a month or a couple weeks or whatever, or 3 months, they're like, oh, they don't really do anything anymore. That's pretty much why, right? And then the third one is placebo, or the second one is placebo effect, which is great. I love placebo effect, right? So if they help you, great, keep using them, but they're not going to fix anything. Like, I wish it was that easy, but it's not. Hey, saved you 30 bucks. There we go. Ba-ching! Or cha-ching. All right, good. Well, hey, I hope I helped a little bit, Taylor. I know I wish I more I could do, but if I had a human specimen here, we could go over things. But it's kind of hard to manipulate my body and show what I'm talking about. Manthan, what's up? Welcome back. Good to see you. So, anyways, try the volume thing, and when I see you next time, I'll ask you about it, and then we'll kind of go from there. But if you walk 1 or 2 miles and you don't have any negative side effects of pain, right, then I do have some ideas for you. That would help me. Because right now I could throw you some exercises that may or may not help, but I'd really be guessing pretty heavily, and I don't want to waste your time. So I need a little more feedback. I appreciate it, Taylor. Me too, me too. So anyways, try that out. We'll go from there, all right? Manthan, how you doing? How's your day going? Going to the States, but maybe one day. Oh, what? You're afraid to come here? Everybody around here is afraid to go to Toronto. That's hilarious. I have a friend in Toronto, and he says it's just getting more and more crazy because so many people have immigrated there that it's just full of people. I mean, it's always Toronto, right? But apparently he's not a fan, so I don't know how you feel about that. But I had a good time in Toronto I think I was there for 2 nights. I had a really good time. A really cool city. Reminded me a lot of, it kind of reminded me of Chicago a little bit, but even more Indianapolis, I would say too. Appreciate it, Manthan. Hey, did you get your workout in today, Manthan? Okay, what was I? I was doing something until somebody got me off track. No, we hit the legs. We did our main core sets of 4 with weight, and then we did 3 sets of body weight, reverse lunges. Oh, that was the goal. Yeah, we can do some bicep work. I got about 10 more minutes before I got to go pick up the kids, so let's do it. And you guys got to go. I totally get it, but we're going to get the biceps in. You know what I'm saying? Nope, you haven't. Did you not? No, I went to sleep. I went to sleep. It's 11 a.m. here. It's 11 a.m. Yeah, no. I'm going to pick my little man up from the library. He's at the library with his Mimi. And then the little girl's it's her first year of kindergarten. It's really sad. I miss her a lot. But it's also good because I can do videos like this, because normally I wasn't able to do these. What are you going to work out today, Manthan? What was I doing? All right, let's go high reps. Let's get those knee curls in. Can't see you guys while I'm doing these. Hold on, I gotta fix that. Oh, you know what? I got a new handy dandy standy. A new handy standy dandy. What are you working out today, Manthan? I will brave the danger. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Taylor, that'd be awesome. You know, it would be really cool if one day I could do one of those. I've had the gym used to be a little bigger than it is now, but I used to do some events. People love those. I should do more of those. They are so much work to put together, and one of my least skill sets is being organized. I got a major problem there. Still working on that, probably till I die. But it would really help to have somebody help me organize something like that. But I would love to do that. That'd be so much fun. Maybe when the channel hits like 40K or something like that, 40K subs. I don't know how many you need. Maybe even 10K, honestly. I don't need 40K. It's just a random number. But enough people from Toronto and Chicago can make it all right. Don't do a crotch shot there. That's kind of weird. Still a crotch shot. Okay, there we go. All right, knee curls, okay? Oh, Manthan, you got bags under your eyes? Oh, yeah, dude. Prada. Get out of here. No, dude, I'm Puerto Rican. We all have bags under our eyes. It's for all the sadness in our hearts. It shows underneath our eyes. It's part of being Puerto Rican. That's all I can say about that. Yeah, that's called being Puerto Rican right there. At least that's what I say. Yikes, look at that, guys. Oh, gosh, this tired man, he needs help raising kids. Okay. I'll tell you the I need to do this before I take too much rest on my left side. These are one of my favorite things to enhance shoulder range of motion too. So keep that in mind if you ever get shoulder issues. This is one of the go-tos. Or you can work your arms. But increase your movement availability over time. It's a go-to. Okay, Taylor. I'm going to ignore you said that. Baby. Okay, so to increase shoulder mobility, I don't like that word, but for now we'll use it, right, is to get this angle going here and not straight forward. And what that does is sends air into this back capsule of your shoulder. And that air and fluid that is constricted, expanded. It expands that area. You got to breathe though while you do it, and not talk like me. And gives you more movement availability over time. So for somebody that can't reach overhead very well like me, it's super important. Totally lost count. I think that's 18. So, that's that. All right, we got one more set. Let's rock and roll, baby. Taylor, are you working today? Are you getting the walk in already? That's fun. So I'm assuming you live in the city then, right? That's fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 7:30 every day and then work till 5 and then the subway home. Oh, you subway home, okay. Brave. Yeah, especially in the winter, right? People don't understand the winters we get in this like Midwest. I mean you're farther north than me, but you know, this Midwest to Toronto and higher up get some pretty brutal winters. It's hard to walk for a couple miles, right? Even if you have good, especially with Toronto, right? It's kind of like Chicago, you get a lot of wind, right? That wind can like kill you in the negative degrees, right? Brutal. Do you have a passport? All right, good stuff. 3 sets, could do 4, but we're already plenty up on the sets on the week, and I gotta get the show on the road for picking up my boy. Yeah, that's, people just don't even know the winners we get. Those people in California don't even know. I'm originally from like Pacific Northwest area, so we go drive up to the mountains, but we don't get a ton of, you know, hardcore snow usually. But I kind of like it. I like the snow a lot. I tell you what though, I do not like 0 degrees or negative degrees for weeks on end. And then on top of it, it's super dark. Brutal. Like if the sun was out, that'd be different, but that's tough. You know what I mean? I don't know why I have my, okay. All right, so why are you so scared to travel? Used to visit NYC all the time to shop, but haven't been in a few years. Why though? What changed? If you used to do it, what changed for you? Did you go with friends or did you have friends you were visiting? I love traveling. It's like my favorite thing to do. I wish I did it more. That's one thing I hope with the channel is I can get some more live videos going and travel the world a little bit, and then do some videos by visiting other gyms and some other coaches. That'd be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Looking forward to something like that. Hopefully this book will do it for me. Who's that guy? Creep. That's who he is. Yeah. I love traveling. You got to get out, girl. Drop your skincare routine. Why? Because it's almost gone? Agrima, are you talking about because of the scar? See, a Puerto Rican never shares his skin routine. Only with his best friends. Except for the bags under the eye. That's genetic, okay? So don't judge me. Puerto Rican genetic too. My mom's got, I've never, this is gonna be a pretty big statement, but I've never seen a Puerto Rican without bags under their eyes. Seriously, I think it is genetic. And the sorrows of all of our families is held within the bags of our eyes. Agrima, though, seriously, it's all about that moisturizer, okay? For men, at least, it's pretty straightforward, okay? Especially with working out, right? You got to wash your face, okay? Twice a day. Got to take showers, okay? Some men are disgusting and they don't take care of their bodies. Got to take showers. But no, seriously, wash your face. I do it twice a day. I think the most important thing, though, is going to bed routine. Wash your face and then moisturize your face with a good lotion, a face lotion, right? And then getting good sleep. That's it. That's basically it. My mom, she honestly, I should get my mom on the stream and do a skincare routine. She is like, you will not believe how old my mom is. And then if you see her sister, same thing. You will not believe. My mom's 77. I kid you not. Most people are shocked that she's not in her 50s, or at least at worst 60 years old, at worst. And she's 77. She has the best skin you've ever seen. She's amazing. It's a compliment. Thank you. I know you were complimenting me. I posted, I don't know if that was my last live or not, but I ran into a tree that had a big piece of metal hanging out of it, and I had the piece of metal go right between my eye, and this was literally like a week and a day ago, and you can barely tell anything has happened. You can kind of see the scar a little bit of there, but it was bad. You'll see the picture on my other video. I thought that's what you were talking about. Yeah, I'm telling you. And then obviously, if you want to spend a little more money, you can go the vitamin E route. But the other thing too is good nutrition. Not that I've ever had the best nutrition, but you know, getting all your phytonutrients and your vitamins is super important. And unfortunately today I have to remind people of that. It's still very important to do that. Because your body is meant to take care of your face. You know what I mean? Like your body's meant to take care of your skin, right? So you just need to give it the nutrients to do so, and it'll do a pretty dang good job. And then if you go over and above like we do, working out, sweating all over and getting dirt all over our face, then you really need to do a little extra work, and that's where the cleaning and the moisturizing comes in. But man, I'm telling you, yeah, 100% moisturizer is the most misused or underused thing, I believe, right? And I know I'm not a woman, but
like I said, my mom's the master. She taught me when I was a young kid how to do it. So she gave me pedicures. Oh crap, I got to pick up the kids. I'm having too much fun. She gave me pedicures when I was like, I don't know, 4, 5, and 6 years old. It's hilarious. She's the best mom ever. But anyways, all right, Taylor, men take care of their feet. Yeah, oh, good Lord. Yeah, have mercy. They better be taking care of their feet. Oh, good. Men just seem to ignore the ankles down. That's hilarious. That's so true, though. Yeah. Unfortunately, men need a lot of help in that department. It's pretty pitiful. And that's why, it's funny because you guys are women and we're talking about this, but I mean, honestly, men do need a lot of help. Whenever I talk to men, I'm like, so X, Y, and Z, ask about like skincare routine. They're like, what's that, bro? Oh, really? Oh, does that work? Oh yeah, cool. I'll try that. Agrima, I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late to get the kids. Taylor, it's always good seeing you. I'll see you next time. Try what I said, and next time I see you, we'll talk more about what's going on with your shins and your stretching, okay? Appreciate you being here, guys. It's been so much fun. Seriously, awesome having you guys here while I work out. Hopefully, we'll keep building up more of a community to keep doing this together. In the meantime, remember that you are made in God's image, and He loves you. Lift life, and I'll see you next time. Taylor, have a beautiful, fantastic day. Agrima, you do the same. Manthan, thanks for dropping in. Sashma and Addison and Samir, appreciate you guys. Samrat, Aiden, Jenna, Akil, seriously. I wouldn't be here unless it was for you, so thanks a lot. I always appreciate it. Have a